If you follow my laws and faithfully observe my commandments, I will grant your rains in their season, so that the earth shall yield its produce, and the trees of the field their fruit. Your threshing shall overtake the vintage, and your vintage shall overtake the sowing. You shall eat your fill of bread and dwell securely in your land. I will grant peace, shalom, in the land, and you shall lie down untroubled by anyone. I will give the land respite from vicious beasts, and no sword shall cross your land. You shall give chase to your enemies, and they shall fall before you by the sword. 5 of you shall give chase to 100, and 100 of you shall give chase to 10,000. Your enemies shall fall before you by the sword. I will look with favor upon you and make you fertile and multiply you, and I will maintain my covenant with you. You shall eat old grain long stored, and you shall have to clear out the old to make room for the new. I will establish my abode in your midst, and I will not be discussed by you. I will be ever present in your midst. I will be your God, and you shall be my people. I am Adonai your God, who took you out from the land of Egypt to be servants no more, who broke the bars of your yoke and made you walk erect. That's the beginning of our Torah portion. Our Torah portion in the beginning has 11 beautiful blessings. If we just follow the laws of Adonai our God, if we just do what God has told us to do, everything will be perfect. We will have peace forever, wellness, wholeness. We will have so much wealth that we won't have room to store it. We won't have any enemies. They will run away from us. Everything will be just wonderful. The second part of this portion that actually ends the book of Leviticus is not that great. Horrible, horrible curses that will fall on us if we don't follow the laws of Adonai. When I grew up going a little bit to an Orthodox synagogue in my neighborhood, and it's a big honor to have the Aliyah, to get to say the blessing before and after every part of the Torah. But I can assure you, nobody wanted to have the Aliyah in the second part of this Torah portion. Nobody wanted to be the one that is blessing before we read the curses. It's a horrible part. But I want to focus on one part in the blessings, which I think is an amazing part. There's a word there, a very harsh word that Adonai uses. Adonai in this Torah portion uses this word many times in the portion about the curses. The word is goal, which means disgust. That is a very strong word, and Adonai says already in the first verse of the curses, if you will be disgusted by my laws and not fulfill them, then I will be disgusted by you. And uses that word time and again, and there's that feeling of this horrible relationship between us and God in the second part, in the curses. But I want to show you a blessing that is actually so meaningful, even though it uses that word in the first part. Verse 11 says the following. Where is that? I will establish my abode in your midst, which means I will be with you. I will be in your midst, and I will not be discussed by you. So God is saying to us, no matter what you do, no matter what sin or what horrible thing that you do, even if you don't follow me, I am making a promise. Whatever it takes, I'm going to be with you. I'm never going to be discussed by you. You know, this is kind of the relationship between a parent and a child. This is what, ideally, we say to our children. We're going to love you no matter what. Even if you are a total disappointment, we're not going to be disappointed by you. We're still going to have your back. We're still going to love you. Our love is granted, and it's an unconditional love. That's the ideal relationship between parents and children. And here Adonai makes that promise just before the part of the curses, saying to us, even if you do all those horrible things, and you know, there's a saying in English and in Hebrew that if you mention a punishment and a crime, that must have happened. We don't invent that. So we probably did all those things, and that's why Leviticus put them in writing. So Adonai is saying to us, even though you've done all those things, even though you're maybe about to do those, you should know you will always have my unconditional love. I might punish you, just like a parent, a good parent, should punish a child when they do something wrong. The love of a parent doesn't mean a carte blanche, doesn't mean that you can do whatever you want, but it means that I am still your parent, no matter what. And God is saying to us, no matter what, I'm with you, and I'm still your God.